So, today we're going to be making a fettuccine vongole. But before we do anything, we're going to need to go to the fish markets to get the vongole.
Hit the road, Jack.
So, here we have the vongole. We just went to the fish markets and this is probably the best vongole that we could find. So, before we start anything with the actual vongole, we need to make some pasta. So, we're going to make a fresh pasta. So, first off, we're going to weigh in roughly 200 grams of double O flour. So now I've got the flour, we're just going to dump it straight onto the cutting board and make a well in the center. 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks. A bit of salt, a dash of olive oil. Now we can just get a fork and start whisking these up. Now once we've got something that resembles a bit of a paste, kind of, we can start adding some of the flour to thicken up the dough. Fresh pasta though is an optional step, but it does just enhance the flavor and make it a bit more rustic and nice. Once we've got something that resembles a bit of a dough, we're going to get this bench scraper and start going like this. This step is optional as well, but if you have a bench scraper, it's a really good idea. Now at this point, the dough is going to start looking not really much like a dough, but we can just start getting our hands in there and really kneading it to form it into one. We're going to knead this for 4 or 5 minutes or until a lot of the flour has come off and it's more of like a round, nice dough. Now this is another optional step, but what I'm going to do is get out this cutting board and put it onto there and then just throw this in the bin. Then we can just go ahead and keep kneading this. Now once you've kneaded this for 4 or 5 minutes, we can split it in half with the bench scraper or a knife that we used earlier into... This isn't that equal. We can try to split it into equal parts and then shape each one into a ball. Now once we're finished with that, we're going to choose which one we're going to use at first and just put a bit of flour on it and on the top and also some on the bottom as well. Now we're going to get out the pasta machine and put that in there, set it to 0 at first. We're going to crank the pasta through. So now that we've got this, we're going to fold it and going to put it back into like this and then put it through the pasta machine once again. Now that we've got this sheet, we're going to raise it by 1 and put it through. Then we're going to raise it to 2. Now raise it to 3. We're going to raise it to 4. And finally, we're going to put it at 5 and roll the pasta through. There we go. Look at those sheets of pasta. It's looking good. And put in our fettuccine cutter. We're going to get a bowl here and put some flour in it, just like that, so that the pasta doesn't stick to the bowl, of course. We're going to get our pasta and put it through. This is probably my favorite part of making pasta. It's so satisfying when it goes through this. There it is. Our pasta has been complete, and now we have these strands of pasta. Gonna give it a little toss so it doesn't stick. Just a little toss. And now these pieces of pasta are ready to cook. But before we do that, we're gonna prep our vongole. So we're gonna get a bowl and chuck all those vongoles in there. These are looking very nice. Now that we've got the parsley here, we're gonna start cutting it into small pieces. We can dice the parsley up just a little more. So we're just gonna put this into a separate bowl. Oh, I missed a bit. Yep, we're gonna put that onto the side. Now we're gonna take about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and now we're just gonna use this knife to start slicing up the garlic. Now put these pieces of garlic into a little bowl as well. And I don't have fresh chili. Hopefully no Italians attack me or something, but I'm just gonna use chili flakes. This is a Italian wok, and we're gonna get medium-high heat. Put some butter into the pan. While this butter is melting, I'm gonna boil the kettle. Once the butter has melted, put in all of the ingredients. Sorry for the loud kettle noises. Now we're going to add the wine. Chuck on a lid and then wait for it to steam. This will be about 2 to 3 minutes. While this is doing its thing, we're going to get a pot and put it on medium-high heat and boil some water. Salt the water, of course. Now we get the fettuccine and put it in there. We're gonna cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now, while this is cooking, we're gonna check on these. You can see that they've opened up quite a lot. So we're gonna turn off the gas and we're gonna get some tongs to take them out. The pasta is now ready. So we're going to get something like this. The pasta into this mixture. We're also going to get some pasta water, and that is going to loosen up the sauce quite a lot. Now, once this has been going for a while, we can put our vongoles back into there, and looks like maybe it's a bit too many vongoles, so I'm going to take a few out. Now we're going to get a bowl and transfer this all into the bowl. So here it is, the vongole pasta, and I think I'm just going to have to dive straight in. I am very hungry. The pasta's spot on. I love myself some freshly made pasta. It's always amazing. But the vongoles is what's going to make or break it. So let's try. The vongoles did indeed make it. This is one of the best pasta dishes that you can make. The vongoles are so good with a bit of chili and all the flavors that are in here. It just turns out really well. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.